So you know it's Lewis Capaldi, right? Now, the reason why Lewis has won this award, as many of you will know, there was an amazing performance that he put on at Glastonbury. Well, all of us would call it an amazing performance at Glastonbury. To him, that was a performance that I think has changed his life for the better. That performance was one of the hardest things I think any of his friends and his family had to watch, because you could see how much he was trying to get through that, all whilst battling with something that he's been going through in his personal life that he's shown through his amazing documentary on Netflix. And that's Tourette's. That's something that Lewis lives with every single day and is dealing with. It's part of him. It's part of who he is. And it was after that documentary came out, and it was after that gig at Glastonbury that I remember speaking to him, and I remember he was gutted. And you know, that was his big moment, and he felt like it had been overtaken by this thing that he had been living with. And I remember having this conversation with him, and I remember him saying that he was thinking about taking some time off and stepping away from everything. And it was the best thing I ever heard him say. And I know that for him, that's a scary thing. And I know there's a lot of artists in this room that have that voice in the back of their head sometimes to think, fuck, this is getting a lot. You know, I don't know, you know, I haven't seen my family. I haven't hung out with my real friends. I'm losing touch with who I am. And sometimes in life, you know, the mental health thing gets thrown around a lot, and there's a lot of people that go, well, I look after my mental health, I do this and this app and blah, blah. And that's amazing. Everyone has their own way of approaching things. But sometimes, artists in particular, and I'm saying this a lot of the times to a lot of the record labels and the, you know, promoters that are in the room tonight, sometimes artists are the people that are forgotten about in this. We put these people on this stage, we put them in front of thousands of people, in front of stadiums, and we expect them to come off stage to be okay because they're getting paid loads of money. Who cares? But every now and again, someone like Lewis will come around and say, actually, do you know what? I'm not okay. There's a point where I do need to step back, really regroup, see my friends, see my family, focus on who I really am, and take time out, proper time out. And I implore artists to do it. And I implore labels to allow their artists to do that, to not put that much pressure on them. And that is why Lewis Capaldi is a game changer. He is one of those artists that stood up and said that. Because, and the reason why I say it as well is that, look, mental health is one of those things. If an artist was stood on stage right now and you saw them, they had a busted leg, a cut up face, everyone would be saying, like, what the fuck's going on? Get this person off stage. But to be able to say, do you know what? I'm not going to walk out in front of thousands of people. I'm not going to walk out to adoring fans and people that sing my name every night. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look after myself. That, my friends, is a real fucking rock star. That's Lewis Capaldi.